caffeine today, but it's good to see everybody here. It's crazy to think that my time here is already coming to an end. 2 years ago, I joined this program as a transfer, not really knowing what to expect. And let me tell you, transferring is a lot like going on a blind first date that your buddy set up. Everything sounds good when you hear about it, but you still aren't really sure. The coaches are hoping I'm not a complete disaster, and I show up hoping I didn't get catfished. Safe to say this one actually worked out. Coach Lammers, thank you for giving me a second chance in my hockey career. You've built the best culture in college hockey, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. I appreciate the trust, the opportunities, and most importantly, the weekly entertainment of watching you boo the refs. And I'm still trying to figure out what you meant at Colgate last year when you said, I played against that ref in college, do with that what you will. Fouls and Skiddy, you guys have been unreal. You've helped me grow as a player, always pushing me to be better, whether it was working on my skills, breaking down video, or just keep me accountable. And Fouls, I know I've tested your patience more than once. Whether it was asking you if we can do the drop breakout on power play every time, pretending I didn't hear you yelling at me on the bench, or blaming every turnover on the ice being bad. But let's be real, sometimes it was the ice. And sometimes it was me. But beyond the X's and O's, you three guys have done something even more important, shaping me as a person. The coaches, or the best coaches, don't just care about wins and losses, they care about their players. Whether it's pushing me every day, holding me to a higher standard, or just giving me that extra motivation when I need it the most, I'll always be grateful. Thank you for believing in me and making these last 2 years some of the most fun I've ever been a part of. Scotty. I know I spent a lot of time in that training room last year, so we got to know each other pretty well. You put up with every tweak, bruise, break, and tear I dealt with, and even some of the other guys' suspiciously timed injuries. But thanks for keeping me on the ice this year. Metzi, thank you for keeping us in shape, even when some of us ask for mobility day every day. I know we chirp about workouts, but deep down we really appreciate it. And I also really appreciate the effort that you put in with my rehab last year to get me back on the ice. Marcus, you're a legend. I know you're sick of me asking for new sticks, but in my defense, they got stuck in the Zamboni door. And let's not forget about that one time I asked you to change my skate sharpening because I needed more glide before a 3-period drill. Spoiler, it didn't help, and I was still gassed. You keep us all looking good, feeling good, and ready to go every game, and we couldn't do it without you. Phil, the mastermind of team travel and meals. I don't know how you do it, but you somehow manage to coordinate flights, buses, and food for a group of guys who barely know what day it is. You've gotten us to the right cities with the right food at the right time, and honestly, that's nothing short of a miracle. To my teammates, you guys are my brothers. Thank you for making me feel at home since I got here last year. I know I can trust you guys with anything. We've gone to war together on the ice and made some pretty unreal memories, most of which are slightly blurry, but that's how you know they're pretty good. To my fellow seniors, we made it. I wouldn't have bet on us, but I definitely would have invested. That's low risk and high reward. We've won together, lost together, suffered through Monday practice when we swore it was going to be off day, and somehow convinced ourselves that just one more Brickyard was always a good idea. I wouldn't trade it for anything. To my family, Mom, Dad, Vanessa, and Megan, thank you for everything. You guys have been my biggest supporters since day one, and I wouldn't be standing here without you guys. Mom and Dad, remember when I first started playing hockey, and you guys bought me those 2 wooden sticks? One righty, one lefty, because you didn't know which way I was going to shoot. Well, it didn't last long, because that one lefty stick mysteriously broke one day. Well, here's the full story. It wasn't an accident. I took that thing two-handed against the post in the garage. I was so bad at hockey, so bad lefty too, and I just decided I wasn't going to do it anymore, so that's how I became a righty. But in all seriousness, thank you for believing in me. You guys have sacrificed weekends, vacations, and countless hours driving me across the country just so I could chase my dreams. From early morning practices to those long road trips, the stress of junior hockey to the challenges of college hockey, you guys were always there for me. Through it all, you guys cheered me on in the stands, picked me up when things didn't go my way, and pushed me forward when I didn't believe in myself. I know it wasn't always easy, but I hope I've made you proud, because everything I've accomplished I owe to you guys. At the end of the day, hockey brought us all together, but the people here in this room make it unforgettable. So thank you guys all for the past 2 years.